just want to say I'm sorry for the people that had faith in me, all of the fans, people that didn't go bed because they wanted to wait up and watch me become champion. It's a fight that I saw myself winning. I done camp right. Everyone done their job correctly. I made a mistake and I paid for it. I threw a good shot. I tried to rush in and I ended up getting caught. So all I can say is that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see this coming. I don't think anyone saw this. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Yeah, I just really got to just chill now and just see, because this isn't how the script was meant to go. But listen, let's just see what happens now. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry again to everyone.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So I want to play a clip here just quickly of some of the commentary, and then I'll come back and we'll chop it up some more. Probably.
Case, he wants to force Barroso into exchanges because he feels he's going to win.
Yeah, he said due to his age, he wants to make the older fighter work. So he's going to approach him with aggression and try to make him punch.
He says he's going to be able to punch in between the shots of Barroso. Barroso, for his part, he said he wants to counter a little bit more, and already you can see him.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So we've heard that from OD. I feel sorry for the guy, man. All I can say is I'm glad that I'm broke as a joke right now, because like OD, if I had 100 grand, I'm not even sure what the odds were, but I was going to put it down on OD. I mean, you heard the commentary there. OD before the fight was saying, this guy old, this guy dusty, we're going to eat tonight. And man, this was his shot for sure. If there was ever a time to become 140 champion, this was it, people. Look at the people in the division now. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, even Regis Prograis, whoever you want really. That division's red hot. Red hot. Yeah, the fight was controversial, but Rolly Romero's no good. Rolly Romero dealt with Barroso. If you can't deal with Barroso, in fact, if you get knocked out by Barroso, there's some serious issues there. I mean, look at this guy here. This is the guy here, people. This is the man, Barroso. Wow. And these are OD's. OD said Barroso old, Barroso dusty. Yeah, and I have to agree. I mean, look at the guy. You're not supposed to be getting beat by this kind of cat here. Old, too old. There's certain things that are too old. This is one of them. Do you understand? Look at the guy. Come on, people, stop. And this is going to haunt OD. I'm not even clowning him, but I feel for him, genuinely. All I can say is I'm just glad that I didn't have no coin on, because I'd be hurting too. The only reason I'm not hurting as much as OD is because the God spared me from losing coin, because it would have been an astronomical amount of coin at that would have been lost, because this was an absolute cert. This is one of them cert ones. This is one of them ones, a bit like for me, AJ and Usyk won. AJ and Usyk won, I did as well. I put a bag on AJ to beat Usyk. In fact, this fight was even more of a cert than the AJ and Usyk 1 fight, truth be known. This was just not even in my mind. Never mind a knockout. Could OD have lost on points? No, I didn't see that either. But to be knocked out in round 1. What's the worst way to lose in boxing? To be knocked out in round 1 by a dude, and I said this a while ago in another video. I said, this man here, his skin, look at the skin. His skin looks like, go back and look at ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptology. Yeah? When they unwrap their mummies, this is what you see, people. Yes, their eyes have dissolved by then, but the skin is this mummy skin. This guy might be, genuinely, we don't know. He might be knocking on. I think he might, I don't know, is he Mexican, something like that? But what's that Mexican tribe? Mel Gibson had a film on it. What was it called? Apocalypse? I'm not sure, but either way, there's some sort of tribe in Mexico. What are they called? I don't know, but this guy might be from there, like 3000 BC. Genuinely, a Mayan, the Mayans. That's it. He might. This man here might be one of the last few surviving Mayans from 5,000 years ago. Yeah, you got 2,000 years to beat 0 BC, and then the Mayans were like 3,000 years after that. 5,000. This cat's 5,000 BC, people. Do you know what I'm saying? And OD's in his what 30, 31, somewhere like that, in his prime, and he's got the last remaining Mexican Mayan from 5,000 years ago, whose skin has been mummified. And you got smoked by the guy. Let's be real here. Literally smoked. Wow. I ain't even clowning. I feel for OD. You heard OD. OD was as shocked as we all are here. Where does he go from here? Who knows? I mean, Josh Taylor's fallen off. That fight makes sense, but Josh Taylor's above that level, right? Josh Taylor, to his respect, did become undisputed. OD hasn't even won a belt. OD getting knocked out by a dude like Barroso, who Rolly Romero can beat. He's not really in the league. If OD had beat Barroso, he could then maybe pitch a Josh Taylor fight. At the moment, there is no bad blood, because bad blood for what? Yeah, you have 5,000-year-old Mayan problems. Yeah, Josh Taylor got schooled by Teofimo Lopez, but that's Teofimo Lopez. Top guy. And even then, even when Josh Taylor got schooled by Teofimo, which I also didn't see coming, he didn't get knocked spark out in round 1, right? He managed to make it the distance. Getting knocked spark out by a 5,000-year-old dude, it's difficult. And OD himself said, where do I go from here? Who knows? I don't know. I can't tell you. Genuinely, where do you go? For me, Rolly Romero is the bottom of the bottom. He is the bottom of the bottom. And this is what I tell people. Always accept step-aside money. Yeah? RYB, you're a hypocrite. You say don't chase the money. In certain situations, you should. Yeah? OD was offered a certain amount to allow Ryan Garcia to fight Rolly Romero. Instead, he insisted, no, I want my shot. I want my shot. I respect that, but now look. You just been smoked on by a dude knocking on 50,000-year-old, and you got nothing to show for it. If you were going to get smoked by Barroso anyway, you may as well have taken the Ryan Garcia and Romero bag, which would have been at least $500,000, I assume, step aside. $500,000 step aside to do nothing. Why not? At the time, Anthony Yard had a similar situation. Again, I respect Yard for going and getting it, but at the time, Canelo offered Yard, I think $1 million, $500,000, to step aside for the Kovalev fight. He decided to go ahead with the Kovalev fight. Never turn down, unless you're AJ's level, where you've already solidified the bag. Never turn down free money, people. Life's too hard to turn down free money. It's just too hard. There's no need for it. Anyway, all jokes aside, I'm not religious, so I'm not going to pray for him, but if I was ever going to pray for someone, it would be OD, because he's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy, man. I was backing him bigly in this fight. I wanted him to win this fight, but to go out in that fashion, damn. You know what I mean? Oof, made me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This isn't how it's supposed to go, but what I will say is, for any gamblers out there, Ohara Davies versus Barroso is exactly why I've stopped gambling. Do you understand? Exactly why. Because I would have put a decent amount of money on Ohara Davies to whoop Barroso. Fact. If I had it right now. That money would be going on, no doubt. And this is another reason why you don't gamble on boxing. Because it makes no sense. I don't care what no one says. OD said it. He's shell-shocked. I'm shell-shocked. The script was not supposed to... You're damn right it wasn't. Of all the scripts out there, it was never supposed to be knocked out and smoked on in round 1. Never. I'd have probably told you before the fight, listen, this 5,000-year-old Mayan could hit OD clean on the chin and it ain't gonna do much. Never mind that, the first shot that landed had OD's bugging, tweaking. So yeah, anyway, prayers to OD. I mean, he's not in a bad situation. Even a few years ago, he's got his first house. I think he's got his second house. So he's doing well, man. Doing better than most of us. So fair play to him for that. But the money, and that's one thing. This is going to hurt him. There will never be a better opportunity to have won a world championship than this. This is as good as it gets, people. To go in there with a 5,000-year-old Mayan. Mummified Mayan at that. This guy, no, scientists don't even know if this guy's actually still alive based on his skin. If that makes sense. We don't know. Just look at the skin. If you took out the eye part and look, in fact, a great thing to say here. If you just saw a picture of this man, yeah, and didn't know nothing about him, and his eyes were closed, so like this. If you saw a picture of this cat like this, laying on his back, you would not know if he was alive or not. Fact. You wouldn't. In fact, you'd assume, oh damn, this is guy's from I've seen this guy before on the History Channel, yeah? Oh, this must be if you saw a picture of this guy laying on his back, yeah, with his eyes closed, you'd say, oh yeah, this is that ancient Egypt History Channel throwback. 100%. You'd never say, oh, this is a boxing guy who's a world champion who's about to knock out Ohara Davies sparko in 1 round, would you? You wouldn't know. Oh, this is a documentary about the Mayans from 5,000 years ago. That's what this must be. Not a prime time boxing world championship event. And he's about to knock OD out. Damn, it's bad right now. I mean, Lawrence Okoli looked bad, but at least he got smoked by someone his own age, right? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lock off the bell. 100%, no doubt.